Hey guys, this is Luke from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars set review. And in this video, I'll be reviewing the awesome director Orson Krennic's shuttle, whose number is 75156. Now the real name of the ship is Delta Class T3C Shuttle. It is most notably seen in the amazing Rogue One: A Star Wars Story movie, as well as being mentioned in the Rogue One Catalyst novel. Anyway, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, be sure to check out this video in which we explain our personal headcanon view on all of Star Wars. The link will be in the description down below. Now first off, I'll be going over the minifigs, then I'll get to the actual set review, after which comes the upgrade to it. So let's begin. The first two minifigs are the Death Troopers, who are Krennic's personal guards at all times, who are basically elite soldiers in the Empire. As you can see, they are completely the same, and basically the only differences with them are the blasters that you get with them. They have exclusive torso prints, leg prints, and black pauldrons to this set, even though you can also get Death Troopers in the Rogue One Imperial Battle Pack, but slightly different. And they also have the mistake that LEGO always makes, which are the clone faces, but all in all, very nice minifigs. Next minifig up is the Rebel, who was simply known as Pal. He's also an exclusive minifig to this set, as are all the minifigs, so keep that in mind because I plan on not saying that for each minifig. He has nice accurate prints on every part of him, and I really like Pal as a whole. The antenna at the back is quite accurate to him, and all I can say is that he's very well designed by the Rogue One team, as well as LEGO. As you can see, he also has a double-sided face, but I prefer to have his war cry on at all times. Next up, we have Bodhi Rook, who is an Imperial pilot who defected to the Rebel Alliance. There is nothing special about his torso and legs, as you can see, but anyway, there is no need for it to be. At the back, he has some type of backpack, which you can see him use on Scarif in the movie, with a long wire and stuff like that. Bodhi has a double-sided face, first off with the normal smiley, and on the other side is his technician at work face with the goggles. Now we have K2SO, who is one of the best Star Wars droids next to R2-D2, C-3PO and Chopper, even though he's way more funny than all of them. I love how LEGO made a completely new mold for his torso and head. Also, the awesomely rare thing with him are the Imperial logo prints on the side of his arms, which are an amazing addition to this minifigure. I simply love it. And now the last minifigure is kind of one of the best, and that is director Orson Krennic. He is what I was most excited for in this set because I love Imperial white uniforms, so that also means Thrawn. I loved him as a character in Rogue One, and I love him in LEGO. He is very good looking and doesn't have a double-sided face, plus has a nice cape on him, although the blaster is too big, which I'll replace with a silver pistol. By the way, the only upgrades on the minifig are gonna be the gun changes like the one I just made, but anyway, now it's time for the actual set review. Now this shuttle is huge, as you can see, although it's not really size accurate to the actual shuttle in the movie. By my best guess, I think it should be twice the size it is to fit all that's supposed to be on the inside of it, as well as the troopers, but then that should be an Ultimate Collector's Edition set. Starting off from the front, we have two blaster cannons on each side, as well as a lot of tiles in the front. Now the reason why this set is so good is because it only requires minimal upgrades to it, by my judgment. This is what the shuttle looks like when its door is open, and as I said a moment ago, it's supposed to be at least twice the size, because at least 3 minifigs should fit there if it was to be fully accurate. But don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining because I love this set. When I open up the front, there are two seats with control panels, which I'll give you a better look at in a moment. The cockpit is really nice looking, and I like how it's designed to be on the top. So once again, well done to the Rogue One team for their creativity and awesome designs. On the inside of the cockpit is Krennic's seat, even though he doesn't actually pilot this thing himself in the actual movie. And also a huge red control panel, which is by the way a sticker. Moving on to the back of the ship, we have the engines, and as you can see they are completely accurate to the actual shuttle from the movie. They also have some details in between the engines, as well as a sticker. Also at the bottom you can see the landing pad pieces with which the shuttle is standing, and some red lights on the sides. This engine part can also open, simply because the whole ship can open up everywhere. Now here is what one of the wings looks like, and as you can see it has a lot of black tiles, which is a must, as well as a few red lights on it. And there is really nothing much to say about it, except that I'm not going to be showing the other wing, because it's completely the same as this one. Now moving on to the side of the ship, which is also pretty much tiled up, but has a few dark grey pieces which are a nice addition to it, in order for it to not only be in black and have a few other colors to it. When I open up the side, it reveals the inside of the ship, which as you can see has space for about 2 minifigs, I'd say on each side, which makes it 4 minifigs, plus the cockpit seat. So yeah, it's 5, which is quite an okay amount for such little space. As always with LEGO, there are too many unnecessary colors which I'll be removing when I upgrade it, because it's too colorful to look good on the inside. But the thing I really love that they included are the Imperial Corridor stickers, which are rarely ever seen, but are very useful, especially for mocks. Now this is when the shuttle is in flight position, and it's huge. I'd say it's even bigger than an entire LEGO Star Destroyer, wider than the U-Wing gunship when it's in attack position, and higher than an AT-AT Walker. Its actual size is seen in the Rogue One visual dictionary. Here is the back view of it, and all I can say is that it's an awesome design and completely goes with Krennic's style and the Star Wars galaxy. So now it's time to upgrade this thing and then briefly review the upgrades. So starting off with the front of the ship, I just added 2 black striped pieces right under the cockpit because I thought it would look better. I also upgraded the ramp with 2 black pieces with stickers just for extra detail. Now you can see it much better when I open up the front of the ship, and as you see, it's not the only upgrade here. Moving on to the ending parts of the wings, I added black tiles to fill the holes that were there, and here is the comparison when it wasn't upgraded. At the starting points of the wings, I only added a black slope piece right next to the red light. Now on the side of the ship, I slightly changed up the tiles and added a few more, as you can see here at the bottom, compared to what it used to look like, as well as at the back part of it with a few extra black tiles, and this is what it used to look like before the small upgrade. Coming up to the cockpit, I just changed the level of the middle control panel, and now I think it looks much better. Moving on to the inside of the ship, where I had a lot of trouble figuring out how to upgrade it due to its complicated build, I figured out that the set simply wasn't made to look good on the inside at all. But compared to what it used to look like, I think it looks way better now. At the front where the seats are, I added a few more black tiles as well as a slope piece and some extra details in the background. At the middle, I added one more stair piece to make it look like actual stairs, and also a sticker piece for extra details, as well as a lot of black tiles at the back of it, because I didn't know what else to put there. So that is basically everything that I changed on it, and by my thoughts it looks much better now, but as I said before, it looked fine without the upgrade, but only on the outside. Anyway guys, this is it on the set review, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to check out our other videos and subscribe. The links to the playlist of my other set reviews will be in the description down below, as well as the playlist to my mock reviews and custom minifigure builds. Before I end this, be sure to check out my room tour video in which you can see my whole LEGO Star Wars collection, and after you watch it, tell me in the comments down below what you want me to review next. The link for it is also down in the description, and I hope you enjoy the slideshow now at the end. Anyway, remember guys, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and we'll see you in another video. You Rebel Scum. Have an awesome day. Bye bye.